I think the institutional world and the DeFi world and the non-blockchain world and the blockchain world will just merge. It'll just be the financial system.
The opportunity for tokenization is probably the most important component of how we are going to see the evolution of the financial plumbing of the world. And the reality is, if we could tokenize all our ETFs, all $5.3 trillion of our ETFs, and provide that in a digital wallet, you could seamlessly, without fees, going from a digital currency or a stable coin or whatever that may be in your digital wallet and buy bond or stocks. And I believe that is going to be the future.
I guess it's not surprising then that the banking industry is not exactly thrilled about this.
The bank doesn't want competition because the job is serving their customers.
The bank lobby is urging the Office of the Comptroller of the Currency to deny applications from crypto firms that are seeking these charters. What would you say to that?
I'd say the same thing. By the way, I mean very seriously. I think Brent McIntosh is a fabulous guy, great chief legal officer, but you can't have it both ways. Mm-hmm. Don't ask us to be regulated as a full bank and then not give us the resources to allow us to provide services and reduce risk, et cetera. I truly believe, I've already talked about Coinbase and Circle, competition is good for the market. Competition is good for customers. Why would we be anti-competitive? I would happily be on any panel with any member of the bank lobby or bank executives, and customers deserve choice.
Everyone's protecting their vested interests.
I don't think Ripple's trying to protect our vested interests. We're playing offense and saying we want to grow, we want to build products and services that customers want. I understand, but once you see an industry go into defense, mm-hmm. that's the death of an industry. I think you have to innovate, you have to lead, and I think the banking industry has been on their back heels, and I think that's why crypto now exists. People want an alternative. People want the flexibility. We saw a great panel from the National Cryptocurrency Association with a woman up here talking about the benefit of having 24/7 access to your money. By the way, I'm guessing everybody in here has some story. I certainly do. When I go on, I execute a wire, and it takes me literally 30 minutes just to actually get the wire out. It's nuts.
That will 10x DeFi overnight. So the thing that I think isn't fully clear to people yet, because it hasn't happened yet, but I'm a big believer in, is that DeFi, will continue to do permissionless innovation. It'll continue to invent new stuff, great stuff, like mind-blowing cool stuff, which I'm a big fan of, and we're all a big fan of. But then the capital into that stuff will come from these institutions because their clients have all the money. They do. It's all the world's money in these institutions held by the clients, and the institution services the clients, right? And so the clients are going to say oh, wow, look, I can get 8% on the US dollar in DeFi. Let me make this percentage of my treasuries convert to DeFi. I mean, that's amazing. That's unbelievable. That will 10x DeFi overnight if that happens. Make the yield go down, but it'll 10x DeFi overnight. That's what it's going to look like. It's going to look like DeFi right now is servicing the degen community. How to create more loops with, juice it with some token, some stuff. Do it, please. I'm a fan of it. I really am. I'm not kidding. But once the success of DeFi is driven by institutional users and clients, DeFi will adapt. And it's already adapting, right? Because you see things like Aave Horizon, you see more institutional versions of DeFi because these folks realize this too. So I think that's what it'll look like. I think the institutional world and the DeFi world and the non-blockchain world and the blockchain world will just merge. It'll just be the financial system.
And just the ease of which regular folks, people who go to Walmart. There are 150 million Americans who use Walmart online or in person every week. Can now actually have crypto in the very same app. They can buy it, they can hold it, they can store it, they can trade it if they want. And then when they want to go pay for something, they can turn it into cash and like we said, go. OnePay is actually integrated into the checkouts of Walmart. So it is, I think, a milestone in that case, Carl.
Our strategy is really three-pronged: build, buy, partner. And, you know, if you think about the build, we've been building what's called Citi Token Service the last couple of years, where we've really started to scale over the last year. And really what we're trying to solve for is real-time liquidity and payments, that 24/7, 365, instant movement of money across borders. So we're live in US, UK, Hong Kong, and Singapore. We strategically targeted our largest money hubs that have the most amount of friction. We're adding additional currencies and markets later this year, as well as, partnering. Partnering is really important. I've been in this space a decade. There's a lot of great technologies out there and companies out there. We recently announced our partnership with Coinbase, which I think is really important. So, we view this as a new set of rails. And if our institutional clients want to be able to have access this market, we want to do it through, building as well as partnerships and in investing. We're a very active investor in this space as well.
Going to a different economy, and we're going to be learning more about that as we go. But clearly, we're learning that things can be done from remote locations. We're learning that technology can replace people even more than we thought.
We're not going back to the same economy. We're recovering, but to a different economy, and it'll be one that is more leveraged to technology. And I worry that that is going to make it even more difficult than it was for many workers.
In Silicon Valley, and my friends who work in technology know that what we did to the manufacturing workers, we are now going to do to the retail workers, the call center workers, the fast food workers, the truck drivers, and then even bookkeepers, accountants, insurance agents, lawyers, and on through the economy. So what happened to the manufacturing workers is a very clear sign.
And so we'll import Chinese-based CBDC technology. So it's going to be CBDC in a box provided to you by the People's Bank of China.
But every stock, every bond, every currency, every commodity, every piece of art, every private business, every piece of real estate will eventually be a token on a blockchain, an entry on a ledger, permanent and immutable. We will have truth instead of trust, and we will save over $7 trillion a year. 6 to 8% of global GDP is wasted by the friction of the trust industry that's necessary when you have dual entry accounting. With triple entry accounting, which is what a blockchain is, we get rid of all of that friction. It's a beautiful future.
Like what you see in China and their social credit scoring systems, right? If we get identity wrong, it could be a tool to enslave humanity. And if we get it right, it could be a tool to liberate humanity. And as an American, I'm obviously rooting for the one that's on the side of freedom.
Bitcoin is an international asset. And also, I do believe the role of crypto is, it's digitizing gold.
I actually believe this technology is going to be very important. Look at it. We have been part of the huge revolution in investing through ETFs. We believe that ETFs will be changing the whole way we invest. Many people still use it as a means, people are investing it for indexing. No, the majority of people who are putting money in in ETFs are active investors that are buying exposure. The entire bond market is being transformed as we talk right now. I believe the next generation for markets, the next generation for securities will be tokenization of securities. And if we can have that distributed ledger that we know every beneficial owner, every beneficial seller, we all have our code of who's buying, who's selling, instantaneous settlement. And think about it, it changes the whole ecosystem.
Chinese bank ICBC has been hit by a ransomware attack, and the U.S. Treasury market, as a result of that, has been disrupted. This, according to the Financial Times. We're getting at more right now with Bloomberg's Shonali Bassick. Shonali, what do we know?
Listen, we have the Financial Times now reporting that ICBC, one of China's largest banks here, was hit with a ransomware attack. And remember, they're a very significant intermediary in the Treasury market. The SIFMA has told its members that this has been part of the reason reason here that the system is kind of clogged up, if you will. During that auction that we saw a little bit before, the attack had prevented ICBC, according to the Financial Times, from settling treasury trades on behalf of other market participants. A large executive at a major bank also telling the paper that such a large party on the fixed income clearing corp creates major concerns, potentially impacting the liquidity of treasury markets. Now,
it was not just a poor auction. It was absolutely lousy. And you know, when the dealers have to step in to save a treasury auction, that's a rare occurrence. And
welcome to the Crypto Teacher. And guys, please like and subscribe if you do like what you're listening to. Please inform your friends and family and spread it all over social media. It is imperative that we get back to learning finances and understand how the world really works, because once we understand how the world really works, we understand that it is all planned out. Now, I want to thank those who purchased the NWO book and the Crypto Teacher book. The NWO book shows you how the world really works, and especially in the times that we're in right now, it's definitely time for you to wake up out of that sleep. And in 2025, the NWO is going to turn on that alarm clock. It's up to you whether you wake up or not, whether you're going to hit that snooze button. Remember, my people perish from the lack of knowledge because they reject it. And guys, we're going to see stablecoin regulation, which is the foundation of this new digital economy. And it sets up down the road 2028, 2029 for that free money. And I told you that we would get a first quarter pullback, and that's what happened. And then also I told you that tariffs would get stepped up, and that's what happened. Layoffs would pick up. That's what happened. So the Crypto Teacher gives you a warning like Noah and Gilgamesh, whichever one you want to call it. But we will get some type of reset this year. Most likely stable coins are the catalyst. And remember, the Crypto Teacher told you. But we have trillions of dollars sitting on the sideline in money market accounts. And then plus, we know the Fed is going to cut rates. Not a lot this year, but they're definitely going to cut rates. So I see us getting a correction and then moving back up. And then we have the two powerhouses, China and the U.S., will step up these tariffs on each other. And of course, guys, that's going to hit certain parts of the market. But then we also have the hacks. We have the Birdman. We have the drums are beaten and more movies to come, as we can see. And inflation is going to stay sticky and layoffs are going to step up while they move in all this automation. And remember, the Crypto Teacher told you. And also, guys, I want to thank those who purchased the 3 kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, much love to those who donate to the Cash App, Patreon. Much love. Keep it coming. Guys, if you're not a part of the Patreon, make sure you're donating to the channel through the actual Cash App. But guys, this next Bitcoin and crypto bull run is going to be a utility run. So you want to make sure you have the cryptos that have real utility. And much love to those who are shopping at both stores. Keep it coming. And of course, guys, we get into Bitcoin and cryptos first.
Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel.
And right now we have Bitcoin and crypto pulling back. Guys, don't forget we have options tomorrow. And then we also have stocks pulling back. Not a surprise because those yield rates were moving up yesterday. So guys, make sure you're paying attention to the actual indicators. We have yield rates right now, as I'm doing this video, are pulling back, but they climbed yesterday. And then we have the dollar down right now. We have volume and crypto down. We have Tether and USDC. And then, of course, guys, we have the Fed. Repo at $12 billion yesterday. Make sure you're pulling it on a daily basis during the week. And then we also know the Treasury is working in the background to control the long end of that yield curve, because we know no one, and I mean absolutely no one, wants that long-term paper. And we know the Fed wants to keep rates higher for longer to destroy this legacy market so Trump can build this fourth industrial revolution, where the robots, algorithms, and drones take the economy over, pay each other with crypto, and the sheep go inside the metaverse. And we're starting to see the plan come together in every sector, and Trump and family are leading the way. Plus, they're laughing to the bank. Now we have the Bank of England pledges to roll out stablecoin rules just as quickly as the U.S. And don't forget the U.K. also signed an agreement as far as with tech with the United States. So guys, the fourth industrial revolution is a global plan. I don't care what country you go to, they all have a plan for this new digital economy. But the UK, the United States, of course, are two of the three crowns. And remember, the Cryptoteacher told you. Now we have job cuts in October hit the highest level for the month in 22 years. And we haven't seen nothing yet. I'm telling you, the second and third quarter, these layoffs are going to start picking up in 2026. Remember, this is a plan. It moves in phases. And then on top of it, with all the job loss, we still have inflation. Prices just keep going up. And we know as people are losing their jobs, of course, businesses are going to take a hit. And with the government shut down, you got over 1 million people that are not getting paid. So those 1 million people are not spending money like normal. And they're going around in their community buying merchandise, buying food. And of course, if you're not getting a paycheck, your habits change. And we're also seeing a lot of people that had got furloughed, they eventually are quietly getting fired. These firings are not making the mainstream media. And like I stated, these small and medium-sized businesses are taking a hit. And then we also know the small and medium-sized banks are going to take a hit. And unfortunately, it's only going to get worse. And remember, the Cryptoteacher told you. Now we have the Bitcoin, Ethereum, spot ETFs, Blackrock, Fidelity, and Grayscale. Bitcoin, Ethereum, spot ETFs down as I'm doing this video. Now getting over into a little crypto news. We have XRP Ledger sees 21,595 new wallets in 48 hours. Also, we have Gemini has launched XRP perpetual trading in the EU with up to 100x leverage. And we just keep seeing the casino getting bigger and bigger. And guys, we know when it comes to these digital wallets, they're just going to be attached to the consumer bank accounts, and they will never know they're using crypto. And remember, the Cryptoteacher told you. Now we have Solana, Fireblocks, and Monad, plus Stellar Foundation, Solana Foundation, come together to form a standardized cross-chain payments framework. And we heard from all the banks, all the fund managers, all these crypto projects that we have a lot of chains, but those chains have to be interoperable. And we're seeing that come together now. Remember, there is no such thing as competition. This is an agenda that all these corporations come together in big banks in order to push this fourth industrial revolution forward, where the robots, algorithms, and drones take the economy over and pay each other with crypto. And remember, the Cryptoteacher told you. Now we have Franklin Templeton launches tokenized USD money market fund in Hong Kong. And what do we know? That's right. Nothing happens in Hong Kong without China. And again, we see the big banks and fund managers either in China or in Hong Kong, which we're supposed to be at war with, competition with. Remember, the money does not compete. That's the Hegelian dialectic that they sell a sheep with. Behind closed doors, everybody's working together to move the sheep to this new digital economy. And remember, the Cryptoteacher told you. And then lastly, we have Chainlink partners with SBI Digital Markets, the digital arm of Japan's SBI Group, to bridge TradeFi and DeFi using Chainlink CCIP. And we know we always heard this from Sergey, that DeFi is going to bring trillions of dollars inside the crypto space. But then also we know DeFi is definitely the new banking. With the Genius bill, no interest on these stable coins, people are going to take flight where the money is, And of course, that's going to be in DeFi. And then crypto is going to take the blame for the fall of this legacy market. Remember, guys, this is a plan that moves in phases. It's genius, but evil genius. And remember, the crypto teacher told you, because he knows when it comes to the NWO, it's all planned out. But that's all I have for you. Don't forget about the books. Crypto Teacher and the New World Order book, plus the 3 kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, new to cryptos, Coinbase, Bitrue, Binance. Do not forget book links and crypto links are in the description. The stock channel, guys. Don't forget to go like, subscribe, spread everywhere. You have your Kobo, your chip stocks, your banking, your gaming. While everybody's sitting at home, get home stocks, the Citi, the biotech stocks. And while everybody's at home wishing they were still getting that free money, what are they doing? Drinking and smoking weed. Don't forget about those stocks, and you have a wonderful day. The most powerful person in the world is the storyteller. The storyteller sets the vision, values, and agenda of an entire generation to come. Steve Jobs. And guys, you know I truly believe in this. When you look at the New World Order, they're the storytellers. And that's the reason why I wrote my New World Order book. But guys, now it's time to change the current generation. And I wrote 3 kids books. You know I love the Trinity because I understand the power that's in it. So I have 3 books. We have an opportunity to change the generation, to educate, not just me, but I want to show you that I take action on a daily basis. And I want you to take action on a daily basis. Whether it's your job, whether it's in your community, we have an opportunity right now to educate the masses. I posted this on my Twitter account. Please share, but this is a short clip of the 3 books. There's going to be a clothing line and action figures. Please get these books for your kids, nephews, cousins, friends, so therefore we can start the re-education now. Because as we see, the 4th Industrial Revolution foundation is definitely here. Robots, algorithms, drones, taking humanity out the picture. We have to re-educate. But let's get into the video.
Part 1. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save the village. Part 2. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save New York from COVID stories 3. Part 3. King Joshua and Grandma Tam goes to China.
It's mandatory to get part 1, part 2, and part 3 of this series. It's time to re-educate Generation Z.